I'm in a good mood, dude. I was in a bad mood earlier. I was having a bad day. I posted a clip on Instagram. We all got to do that all the time as comedians. It kind of sucks. And I don't usually read my comments, but this was going kind of viral. I was like, oh, I'm going to treat myself to a couple comments. And the first comment I read said, look at this Count Chocula looking bitch. And that had 100. Did you say I could see it, you piece of shit? That makes sense. That comment had 148 likes on it, and 2 of them were my friends, so this is good. That's so funny, dude. I can see it. I just realized we're filming this. There's going to be a million comments. I see you too. No, this is good, man. I'm happy. I got married this past year myself. Pretty exciting. Yeah, thanks, dude. I think I'm at a good age to be married. I'm 35. I think that's a good age to get married. You know, I got engaged the first time when I was 21 because I'm from Indiana and they make you do that. And it didn't work out. She ended up cheating on me while we lived together, which was a bummer. But it did give me the opportunity to pack angrily, which was kind of fun. You ever pack angrily? It's not your best packing job, you know? I was unpacking like, oh, I took the oven knobs? That was a weird move. All right, well, good to have backups. Those are going bad all the time. You know? The only thing that was messed up about it, really, the only thing that lingers, she cheated on me with a doctor. And that's fucked up to do to somebody, dude. Because now I don't trust doctors, dog. I don't go to the doctor ever. If there's any doctors in here, fuck you. Also, if you could look at some shit for me after the show, that would be sick as hell. That would be really cool. No, I don't trust doctors, dude. You go to the doctor and they always pull that shit. They're like, hey, turn your head and cough. And you're like, why? So you can fuck my wife while I'm looking that way, you piece of shit? I know your games. That was a dumb one. All right. No, I do think 35 is a good age to get married, dude. Because now I'm not insecure about shit. I don't get jealous ever or any of that stuff. And I know that for sure because when me and my wife moved in together, she moved in a bunch of her ex-boyfriend's T-shirts and hoodies and shit that she had collected over the years. Yeah, I think as a younger man, that might have made me feel kind of weird. But now, I wear his shit to go to sleep. I don't care. Fuck it. Free clothes, bitch. He was bigger than me, too, so I feel safe at night when I put him on. It's pretty cool. I walk around the house in his clothes all day. I'm just like, oh, I'm Derek. I'm a big man. Oh, I'll protect us. Oh, I'm Derek. I could muster up an erection whenever I feel like. Oh, I'm Derek. I'd never call it mustering up an erection. Don't get the wrong idea. That's a joke. I'll get hard right now. No, I'll do it later. No, I do like being married. I think, I don't know. I've learned some stuff being married. I learned I know way less about my male friends than my wife knows about her girlfriends. Do you guys feel like that's generally true? Male friendship is kind of fucking dumb, you know? She'll ask me how I know one of my good buddies. I'm just like, he likes beer. He's a good guy. You know? It's like kindergarten friendship, you know? I'm like, we both like the color blue. Don't worry about us. We got a lot to talk about, actually. You know? But we were sending out our wedding invitations, and she was like, who do you want to invite? And I was like, well, we got to invite my buddy Scuzz. She was like, well, do you know Scuzz's last name? And I was like, honey, I don't know Scuzz's first name. We just got to hope for the best. It's true. Men don't go that deep, ever. We're just not that close, you know? Like, women go way deep. If I'm hanging out with my guy friends, we just talk about sports and shit. If I hang out with one of my girlfriends, we're having a couple drinks, we get deep fast. Like, I was hanging out with my friend Lauren a few weeks ago, and we were having a couple cocktails, and she said this thing. We're talking about our childhoods, and she goes, you know, if I could go back in time, I'd give little girl me a big hug. Which is very sweet, but what a waste of a time machine, right? Like, that's what you're going to do? You're not going to go back and kill Hitler or put Mark Wahlberg on one of those 9/11 planes? That's what I would do. He said he would fix it, sir. I want to see that. That sounds cool as hell. If it works out. If not, 2 less Ted movies. Sorry, bitch. Oh, you guys love Ted? Fuck you. I don't know who that was. I'm going to be honest. I love Ted as well. No, I'll tell you what I wouldn't do with a time machine. I wouldn't go back and try to give little boy me a big hug. I don't think that would work. I don't think that would work for most guys. Like right now, picture me, beer in hand, and I just go, I go back in time, and I find little 8-year-old me coming out of school, and I'm just like, hey there, fella, what's going on? Get over here, you little bastard. He'd be like, who the fuck are you? I'd be like, no, I just want one hug, and I'll get the hell out of here. That's it. One big hug, and I'm gone. We both need this. Just go to jail in the past. That's no good. My wife wants to have kids pretty soon, actually. That kind of scares me, Because I didn't have a dad growing up, and I want to be a good dad. I will say that. I want to be a good dad, but I'm not sure. I didn't have a good dad as a role model. I will say I don't think you need a dad as much as you used to, You need a good mom, for sure, for, love and stuff. But, dads are supposed to teach. Moms are way more important, dude. They are. Because if you have a bad dad, you become, a comedian or, or, one of the greatest athletes of all time, Or you don't have a good mom, you become a serial killer. You need a good mom. Because dads are supposed to teach you shit, I didn't have that growing up, and I had to learn how to tie a tie recently, because nobody ever taught me. And then I found this old guy on YouTube, and he taught me, and now he's my dad. You can just pick a dad, dude. They're all over the internet. Just pick a guy and write, I love you, daddy, on his videos. If he doesn't block you, that's your dad. Congratulations to you. You are a 35-year-old man with a new papa. I love old dudes on YouTube, too, because they don't waste any time. You follow younger YouTubers, you got to skip the first 4 minutes of their videos because they all think they're going to be influencers. So the first 4 minutes is always like, hey, before we get to the whole point of the video, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit follow and hit the alarm button for alerts. This old dude I follow doesn't do any of that shit. He's just like, here's how you do it, all right? There's no time. We're running out of time, goddammit. And don't follow me. What are you, gay? He's old-fashioned. I don't like that he talks like that, but he's my dad. He's a good guy. And he doesn't know how to edit either. All of his videos are one shot, dude. They're one and done. There's no cuts. There's no zooms. And I was watching him grill the other day. He was teaching me how to grill a steak. He's a good dad. And after 4 minutes, he just goes, I have to go to the bathroom now. And then he just walked off screen, and I just watched a hot grill for a while. And I was like, man, hope Dad comes back. Hope he's not like the others. Drinking a little beer. I hope that's cool. I've been drinking a lot lately, dude. I've been drinking a lot of Bud Light, brother. I'm fixing it, dude. I'm saving their brand. They're gonna have a good quarter because of me. You guys know what happened with Bud Light? They got canceled by the right because a transgender person drank Bud Light on their Instagram, and that pissed a bunch of people off. It was sponsored content, and Kid Rock shot a machine gun at a bunch of Bud Lights, which was a good point. But it made it to where now is a great time. If you're an alcoholic, it's a good time to get into Bud Light. Because now, I could drink 20 Bud Lights on my couch, and if my wife is like, what the fuck are you doing? I could be like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know I was married to a goddamn bigot. Okay. I didn't know I married J.K. fucking Rowling. All right. By the way, the J.K. Rowling shit is hilarious, too. Do you guys know about J.K. Rowling? She said a bunch of anti-transgender shit, and it made it to where now, if you're super anti-woke online, you also have to be super pro-Harry Potter. That's just a good time, man. That's very funny. If you're on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it, and you say something anti-Harry Potter, you'll get a flood of these dudes with American flags in their profile that are just like, I'd like to see this soy boy train a hippogriff. I'd like to see this libtard dodge a quaffle. Pretty good. I don't know. Sorry, I know. We're in a fun time. We're in my favorite time of we're leading into election season. That's my favorite time because we're about to meet my favorite people, which are undecided voters. Undecided voters are the funniest fucking people in the world to me. It's not if you don't agree with somebody, that's fine, but not having any idea is so fucking funny. Just I got nothing. You go into the booth who knows what's going to happen in there. And it's always the same dude. It's a guy who's I don't like either candidate, Just once I wish it was a guy who was I don't know who to vote for. I love both these guys. going to be a hell of a 4 years either way. You know? Also, it's like that time where they're trying to like raise money for their campaigns and shit. The politicians. I fucked up. I gave Biden the money last time, and I'll never do that again because it was a. Here's the thing. I got roped in, dog, because they all posted. Biden posted this thing on Instagram where he was like, "Look, man, if I don't get like $20 right now, it's all over for me, man. I just need like $20 and I'll be straight. All right." So, I gave it to him. I was like, shit, I feel bad for this guy, so I gave it to him, you know. And then I regretted it immediately because I started getting these emails every day from Joe Biden. It would say from Joe Biden to Tom, and it would say, hey, Tom, I'm scared. I was like, what? You can't talk to me like that. You're the guy. Tom, things are looking pretty dire, man. He was asking me for money every day. He sounded like a crack cat. He was like, if I could just get like 38 cents, man, I'll get a bus ticket to Washington. I'll go fix this shit. I will. I'll suck your dick, Tom. Is that what you need? I'm just so sad. No, but I am 35, which means technically I'm old enough to be president now, and I got some big ideas for this country, brother. I do. I got some big ones. Here's my first big idea. I think this would actually fix some shit. I think we should have a tax for hot people. I do. I think if you're super hot, you should have to pay an extra tax. Because nobody would be mad about that. Not really. If you got a letter in the mail that was like, you have to pay the hot people tax, you'd be like, oh, fuck yeah. About time. About time the government saw what I've been doing out here. Been busting my ass. You could write off your ugly family. How mad would you be if you got that tax 1 year and didn't get it the next, you know? You'd be calling up the government like, I think there's been a mistake. And they'd be like, no, you let yourself go this year, Brittany. You got to step it up, sister. Come on. I think hot people tax. I also think big dick tax. That's right. You got a big old dick on you got to pay up, bitch. You got a big old crank hanging out there, you got to pay. I'm not even a comedian. I just wander into surf shops. Anybody back here got a big dick? Huh? Come on. Give me a couple bucks. It's only fair. Fair is fair. I do think it would be good. I think some guys with big dicks might like that. You know? There's guys who have big old hogs. I've never heard of these guys. Got big old cranks. But that doesn't mean people see them all the time. Some guys got sneaky big dicks, you know? You might have a big old dick, but you got a bad personality or a weird tooth or an ugly face or no good stories from the sea or whatever women are attracted to these days. So nobody ever sees it. It's just a big dick blowing in the wind. What a tragedy, you know? Because you can't run around being like, hey, I got a big one. I'll show it to you right now. You hop out of a bush. Come on, it's right here. You know, that's not attractive. But now you wouldn't have to do that. Now you could just be like, hey, taxes were pretty bad this year, huh? Let's just say your boy had to fill out a W9.5. Is that good? All right, you guys have been fucking awesome. I'm Tom Thakkar. Thank you.